It's just schedules never really worked
Yeah.
out. So
I'm glad it
I'm
worked
glad it
out
did.
this way. I don't know if you have any questions, Kramer, but I was about to ask her about, I'm just going to ask her about journey to faith, because I feel like that's a good place to start. That kind of looped you into all of this stuff. So, so like, what was your background growing up in faith? Like, what was your exposure to God, to the Bible, to Christianity?
Yeah. So being in Chicago, like originally in the city, you usually don't go to public school. I grew up going to a Catholic school, private school, both my brother and I. And, when you're that little, my mom worked at the school, you just kind of go through the flow of everything and just follow along with the, traditions. So being there, you just go through the motions of, I got baptized when I was almost 1 year old. You go through your confession, your confirmation, your communion, and all of that stuff. But I think it's just because that's just what you did. And so while I really, as a child learned to understand just the basics, it didn't really resonate with me as much as it does as an adult. Once my brother graduated 8th grade, and this was me going into middle school at that time, we moved out of the city. It was actually my grandma's house we grew up in on my mom's side. We stayed at our house that was up in the north suburbs, and so that's when we made the switch to public school. And I think really just because of that change, as a kid, when you're moving away, you lose your friends, you lose your stability and just, what you're doing. We just kind of grew away from it. I was so used to going to church every single Thursday at school, and then I had nothing.